Alrighty, we are really knee deep into like the ocean of the stuff that I love to talk about. So today we are talking about how to take amazing photos and videos. We are obviously touching the tip of the iceberg on this. There is so much more to go into. There is literally a full module of this in the academy that I have built. I will leave all the details for that down below, but I want to give you some tangibles here because a lot of people ask me about how to take proper videos and how to take proper photos. Number one, lighting. I can make this really apparent. Lighting. It's the middle of the night right now. It's not really the middle of the night. It's 7 p.m. How? Really? What if I didn't have this either? And we didn't have, you know what I mean? Like, what if I unplugged the sound? So it's the little things that you don't really know about, we'll let that adjust, that make all the difference. And you could have thought that I was, well, maybe you didn't think that I was filming in the middle of the day, but you might have. Now, do you need a lighting setup? No, that can be the goal. And that's what I had to realize. The cameras and the equipment that I nerded out about became the goal. It wasn't the thing that was going to get me to the goal though. It was really the thing that motivated me because I nerded out about it. But in the beginning, the lighting, and still the best lighting when I'm taking a photo or a video, I go outside and I don't bring my camera, bring my phone. Just bring your phone. 99% of my stuff, and you would never know this, my morning routine on my channel that has, I don't know, 500,000 views or whatever in a couple weeks, all filmed on my iPhone. I didn't even use the camera. It was too much trouble to use the camera. I used my phone, and you would never know. The camera that comes on your iPhone is spectacular. Now, I can't speak to other phones, but I have the 11 Pro Max. Most recent. I always get the most recent phone because it's a huge part of my business and that's what I film on. It makes all the difference. So when the new phones come out, I always get that, but you don't need a fancy camera. You need good lighting. And the best tip I can give you for good lighting is to, just like this would be like the sun facing me, you're gonna have the sun facing you. You're not gonna do like the sun backlighting you, because what happens with that is you get blown out. So I have lights here and back there, but I don't have anything coming very directly from behind me. I, of course, have my very cute neon sign and my lights on there just to add some contrast and everything, which has been, by the way, a skill that I've developed over the years. But the best lighting will be natural lighting, where it's coming in towards you either through a window or go outside, film your videos outside, take your pictures outside. And the best time to do this is sunrise. Most of us don't get up at sunrise, so sunset. Golden hour. It's the best time to do it. It's the most like beautiful, glowy. It'll make your skin pretty. Midday, where there's like a harsh sun, not cute, because it just creates harsh shadows on your face, create wrinkles that aren't really there. None of us want that. It ain't cute. So good lighting is everything. A lens. Now, I'm not going to say to go buy a fancy lens for your phone. You don't need that. You don't even need a fancy lens for a camera or whatever. What you do need to do though is clean your lens. So a lot of us will, I do this like multiple times a day, especially with this camera now that the lens is so dang big. Our oily hands with lotion or whatever on it touch this all day long, or we might put it down on something and then you're trying to take a picture and there's like I call it a lens flare. A lens flare is ultimately something that's like blown out in the background. That's because your freaking lens is dirty. So if you want a crisp, sharp picture, the base picture before it's edited, you need good lighting and a clean lens. And the other thing when you're filming is to just set it up on something. So let's say I'm doing a morning routine, cleaning routine, whatever. This is literally what I do, you guys, like that. So that lens is facing me always. It's not the forward facing camera. And I will find water bottles all over the house and I will prop up my phone against it. And that's how I do it. And I'll either take a self timer or I will take a video and I will splice it up and edit it. But the base photo has to be clear, crisp, well lit, and taken on a clean lens. But you don't need fancy equipment. The last tip that I will give you is that it's a skill to develop. So one thing that I totally nerd out about is going on YouTube and learning from people that actually know how to do stuff. How to pose, how to take a picture. That's not something that is a God-given gift, I think, for anybody. It was sure as heck wasn't for me. So I had to really learn how to become photogenic, I guess you would say. I was very not photogenic, and it was a skill that I developed, and I didn't see it as something that was weird. It's what I do. I post on social media, so to become good at posting on social media and to know interesting poses and not just the touristy types of poses where you see something cool out and you know, best example, Magic Kingdom Castle, you're just like, you know, trying to become creative about it. So the way that I do this is I either will, great tip for you, I will geotag the location that I know that I'm going to be at, or I just geotag my city that I live in or the city that I'm visiting. And I'll look at some of the top pinned pictures on Instagram. So I just search by location and I look at some of the top photos. Those are the most liked photos. A lot of them will probably be really creative in some really interesting locations, and I'll go scout out those locations. Makes for a fun day also. The other thing that you can do is go on YouTube and look at videos of not only how to take great pictures, the equipment that people use. I have a couple videos like this on my own channel, but there are literally videos of how to pose, how to look better in pictures. I have watched so many of those and not only practice and taken, you know, 50 renditions of the same picture to find one, but you do eventually get better and better at it. And yes, I know that the people that don't get this will be like, it's so vain. It's really not when it's your business and it's what you do for a living. And if the end intent is to inspire and to create creativity and to, you know, entertain people or to educate people or to motivate or whatever, then to me, it's always worth it. And I love doing that. And that's, to me, those are like the three bases of how to create a banging photo or a banging video and do it the right way. But no matter what, it is a skill that you will develop over time. So no matter what, you will get better as you keep going. So I will see you tomorrow for more social media goodness. Bye, dude.